Samantha Faye. From the very earliest beginnings of our relationship, I can remember you asking me in a sort of dreamy tone, "How did I get you?" To which I've always replied, "You showed up to a meeting on March 4th. Now, there are people here today who will vouch for this. I knew that day that today was a possibility.
Jonathan Mark, I've been waiting, not so patiently, for this day, because I finally get to call you my husband. I know that in the deepest part of me, that I am completely treasured by you, and I'm absolutely giddy about what today symbolizes. I can't wait to look back on today, when we're wrinkled and gray, remembering the day that we started on this blissful, messy, wonderful, hard, and once-in-a-lifetime adventure of loving each other.
Growing up with Jonathan, he was the best big brother I could have asked for. And for as much as Jonathan has been a great big brother, he found someone just as special in Samantha. Really, every part of her complements Jonathan perfectly, and I'm so excited to have you as my sister. I think that together you are both stronger than when you are apart, and I know that you'll be happy in this marriage.
Today, Jonathan and Samantha, you are setting sail where married life is lived. You have been prepared for the journey. The shared experiences you have had, beginning at Miami University, where your relationship was kindled with its starry nights and your racing hearts. All of this and more, in one sense, is preparatory. Now today, your storied lives live up to this point. It's all, well, once upon a time.
To tell you that I'll love you for all of my life doesn't seem quite fair, because this one lifetime won't be nearly enough. So with these words, I promise to give you the best of me for as long as I'm privileged to. I promise to cherish our joys, which are made all the more sweeter by the hard times. It won't always be easy, but I promise you a life filled with finding silver linings. I promise to honor you, all that you are and all that you will be in our life together. And lastly, I promise to love you forever and a day.
So today, as you launch on your journey of married life, listen to your lives. Listen to what happens to you, because it's through what happens to you that God speaks. Once upon a time, as God's story begins, God acted in love. But that was only yesterday that you two found each other in love.
Love is a choice. It's something you do, not just something you feel. And you're a case study in making love a verb. 90% of everything you do is love, with the other 10% being a combination of sleep and drinking Dr. Pepper. I know there's not one person in this room that would disagree with me. You make that choice easy. I promise to choose you over and over and over again.
When we first started dating, we promised with an actual spit shake in your mom's front yard to never lie to one another. So today, I want to reaffirm that promise to you.
Samantha has been a stellar child, teenager, really gave us no problem, but I will say that there have been things in her life that have given us significant worry. Leave it to her, because she is very much an independent and strong-willed young woman, to pick a day in January. And she found someone that truly embraces that and loves winter and loves snow. But thank you all for being here, because I know it wasn't really an easy day, but really a beautiful day.
We always said Samantha wanted to be a teacher, and she always said that too. Another passion of Samantha's was being on stage and performing. And while at Miami University, Angela encouraged her to try out for a job with the Miami Souls. And that's how we get here tonight. She meets a young man named Jonathan. They start spending a lot of time together, and we can see that Jonathan makes her happy. Eventually, Jonathan gets invited to a Sunday Italian dinner. Angela doesn't just invite anyone over for a meal. An invite to those meals means you're somewhat special. I guess after a while, Jonathan builds up enough courage to ask for Samantha's hand in marriage. He goes right to the top and sets up a meeting with the Godfather to ask for permission. I hear everything went fine at that meeting between him and Angela.
Oxford you went to continue to grow, meeting Jonathan there and him becoming your beau. You had met your prince, and what a fine catch, the most perfect princess with her perfect match. So when you two travel the world, don't forget to see Rome, but I will always be here anxiously waiting for you to come home. It's not that I'm willing to let you go, but rather welcome Jonathan to our family and watch it grow.
We look with anticipation toward the future, with feet and minds firmly planted in the present. We commit to honesty and integrity always, especially when it is most difficult, to sincerity of self and compassion for others, to continued growth as individuals and as a team, to devotion to the big picture on behalf of those who cannot see it to themselves, to teamwork, to trust, to joy, to love and honor.
You may seal your vows with a kiss.